Hey everybody, this is sooner than the last video, I guess. That was many years. But I figured I might as well because I picked up two books. One particular one I've been looking for forever, and everyone who also collects will understand how rare it is. I got these both at the San Francisco Rare Books Fair, which is kind of like the ABAA fair. It has most of the same vendors, it's just not the actual ABA sanctioned fair. So as you can see, the first of the two I picked up is Ezra Jack Keats' The Snowy Day, the 1962 Caldecott winner. One of the most rare there is. You can see that it's I'm not going to say flawless because there's a little bit of condition issues. It might be hard to really tell on the video, but anyway, an absolutely beautiful, 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 beautiful copy. I have seen copies, you know, listed at 15,000 and up for much worse quality than this, especially in terms of faded color. You'll see a lot of copies. In fact, I have one, let me grab it, that have a similar book design. This is I forget if this is, I have a second printing or something somewhere in here, but you can see that most of the copies that you buy look like this, with the Caldecott metal mentioned on the flap. And the continuation of the end paper design onto the flap, which in my opinion actually looks really cool. And then you'll see a rear flap that looks similar to that. So that's how like the second printing and on, you know, all the other early printings looks. But you can see that the first printing has this yellow flap, still $3, but it'll be very clear when you see one. It'll say first published here. Other printings are labeled after the first. The rear flap is also it's not yellow, but it's not even a reference to one of his other books. It's actually an advertisement for another book on Viking. But you can see that the front flap just has a small description of the book, and there's no reference to the metal, which every other printing has. I don't know if that means that the first printing came out really close to the metal coming out, so by the time they printed the second one, they already knew it won. But holy grail, holy grail here, and I'm so glad that it's out of the way, because it kind of seemed like one of those ones that would always be the holy grail. So there's that. Ludwig Bemelman's Madeline's Rescue. I believe it's the 1954 winner. Now, obviously, there's an entire Madeline series by Bemelman's. The original one is more valuable, for sure. So that was a popular book, not a medal winner, but a well-known book. And so by the time this came out, there's a good size first printing. But you can see this is a pre-metal Caldecott first printing. This one's in good shape. Substantial end paper artwork here. There's some spotting here. Get a little less picky when you get this old. This is, you know, 70 years old now. This paper's not going to last perfectly forever. $3. And I don't really remember anything in here except for that I checked the points and I can't remember what they are now. I don't know why it says copyright 1951. I should have checked this before. 1951 might be the copyright of the original Madeline. Can't remember now. And because of the character or something, they might be using it. But this book was definitely published first in 1953. I don't know if there's much else to know about this one. But the end papers are just quite cool on both sides. All sorts of notes on this flap. Very strange. I don't think I've ever seen something like this. Lots of notes about drawings on each page. Not one of my favorite Bemelmans. Yeah, I like when he gets a little more color. There's a little too much of the yellow of the two-tone in this for my taste. I didn't really show Snowy Day. I guess I was just thinking everyone knows it. But I mean, the cover is probably one of my favorite book illustrations. I'm pretty sure it is mixed media, so it's not just a watercolor or something like that. I think it's like mixed media with construction paper and plus watercolor and stuff like that. But the whole thing's pretty beautiful. I love the kind of dirty, colorful snow. I mean, that's the iconic shot that the cover's from. But there's all kinds of other famous images in here. I would love to own something from this book, but I'm not sure that any of them are in private hands at this point. Another great one. This was this page layout was used for a later, a more modern edition cover that you might see around. So that's it. Just two this time, but I thought they were two, or at least one, especially worth showing.